This is my Sony A7R. It's the original generation A7R camera, and like a few other cameras of a similar age made by Sony, the back of the screen, particularly around the edges, started to look really kind of scuffed and a bit beat up. Now, I looked at this on the internet, and the first video that I found on it was actually by Joe Allen, and what I discovered was on his A7R Mark II, that actual scuffing is actually because there is a plastic protective layer over the screen. Now you can peel that off and then just replace it. So I thought I'd do the same on my A7R and see what happens. Now sadly I was doing this off camera, so I've just got a photograph, but I started to peel back the layer that was over the camera, and then I carried on peeling, and then shock horror, this is what I discovered. You can actually see the metal screen, and it's underneath this protective layer of glass here, because on the original A7R the plastic protector actually has the black surround on it and the Sony branding. Now as far as I know, on the second generation of A7 cameras, the black kind of surround is actually built in to this, and so is the branding on the bottom. So what you peel off is actually a clear protector. But obviously I was a little bit kind of like, what have I done when I peeled this off at first? But what I've discovered is it is actually replaceable. There is a Sony part. This is the PKG-LM16, and this replaces that protector that I took off, and it should work for A7, A7R and A7S cameras. And they also do one official one for the second and third generation cameras, although I do believe you can buy third-party ones as well, but double check before you make any purchase, obviously. So what I'm going to do is obviously put this onto my A7R and make this look lovely and new again. But there is actually quite a bit of glue on here, just mainly around the edge, because obviously you don't want any glue on the main bit of the screen. It's going to cut down on the visibility. But I do have one smear just kind of on the top. So I'm going to clean that now quickly and get rid of it. So I'm going to be using some kind of optical glasses, lens cleaning wipes with a bit of alcohol. Should soften up that glue a bit, and then I can use a plastic card just to scrape it off, make it look nice and new. Then I'm going to apply just some glass cleaner, and I'm going to use a lens cloth to apply that. Make sure I've got no smears or dust or anything like that on the screen. And then obviously the cloth that I'm using is going to get binned because it's going to have all sorts of residue and nastiness on it. So I'm not going to use that cloth again for cleaning any lenses. Once that's done, I'll whack the new protector on, and hopefully this will be looking like new. Let's give it a go. Right, so that glue on the back is actually really stubborn. I got the bits off of the main sort of screen area. There's still a little bit around the edges, but I got the worst of it off. Now let's get the new Sony protector put onto this camera. So this is it. This is the new protector right here, and it obviously has to go kind of this way on. Really easy to know what way around, because obviously it says Sony at the bottom, which is a big help. So first thing I need to do is to peel this backing off. So there's just on the back there, and that's gonna release the sticky side. Now very carefully I'll place this on the screen and line it up. Now because it fits exactly, it should be reasonably easy to do, but I want it to be pretty much perfect. And that's it. That is done, and it looks nice and crisp and clear. I've just turned the screen on there. Obviously no lens, you can't see anything, but it's looking like new. It's looking like the screen that I got when I first picked up the camera. A little bit of cleaning to do just around the edge, but overall pretty happy with that. If you want to do the same for your A7 camera, then I will put that part number again down in the description below, and hopefully some of you have found this useful. So if this is your first time watching Photogear News, we do first look videos, reviews, technique feature videos, stuff like this. We try and upload around about once a week. So if you found this helpful, make sure you hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with all the latest Photogear news and reviews.